I was almost gonna say, you're gonna call me French? What the? Okay. True. I'm horizontal French. That's true. But continue. You can't hear me. All right. We'll just do a take two. Okay. Give me a second, because I think the Discord is not linking again, which it should. But take two. Take two.
Hello everyone and welcome to the final quarterfinal of Psycho Clash between Belgium and Russia. We finally found a date to finish it off, and it's me, Rex, joined by my right-hand man, my Dutch French-bred right arm man, Nick V. How are you doing?
The Dutch bread friend. All right, I'm doing quite well. I have my food in front of me, so that's gonna be interesting. It was a little bit too warm to eat just before the event started, but we are here all warmed up because my hands were not cold today. It was way too hot. But of course, exciting to see some incredible matches today. We have Russia against Belgium, everybody. And like, I think these two teams specifically really went under our radar, and Belgium actually took an upset. They took down France.
Yes, Belgium beat France in the group stage to make it in this position to be facing off against a second place team. Although Russia, of course, really strong. They were in the group with Italy, so he's no longer in the competition, courtesy of Turkey. And it is Turkey who, the winner of this set, soon to be having to face off against in the next round. So it's definitely the dark horse arm of the bracket on the lower side of the bracket. There is no losers bracket, of course, but on the right-hand side, if you want to call it like that, we have Turkey, who is already waiting, and the winner of this one, Belgium and Russia. On the other side is the big hitters, UK and France. As you can see on the bracket, it's I think France and United Kingdom were probably the one destined to make it into grand finals, but the draw did not favor that outcome. So
not at all.
It's going to be very interesting. It's also, I think, cool, to be honest, to have a dark horse, which is guaranteed in grand finals, because honestly, Turkey, Belgium, Russia, no one would have considered them to be contenders for the win, but one of them will definitely be in that final. And imagine we get a France-Belgium run back. That would be definitely something.
Yeah, and you know what they also have? They have a chance to make sure that to make all of those flags over there gray.
Oh.
All of them. Like, for some, I didn't write a script. I probably should have, but all of them on the right side are grayed out. So Belgium has a chance to do exactly that. Of course, we have seen that Belgium is Russia is quite strong, so it won't be as easy as we can make it out to be. Especially the Tsurigi that they have from the captain. That's gonna be a very difficult one.
Yeah, I think unfortunately it's been a while since they played. I think they sent a screenshot in their chat from like April 4th.
Yeah.
So hopefully they play it offline at locals, because the online experience is not very current. But yeah, as you said, it might be very interesting fact to have all the right side grayed out. Hopefully I am not going to be grayed out as well, as
Wasted.
at the moment. Yep. There's no redeem, it's not Damascus channel. But yeah, we are just currently waiting on the players to join the lobby. We already have the lineups from both teams. We already have the blind pick for both teams.
Yeah,
so
you can share them if you want.
Yes, the lineups are actually Belgium just sent in their blind pick.
Tell the lineups.
Yes, okay, calm down. You can do it yourself. But yeah, Belgium sending in Gigini, Eggplant Menace, and Lucas de Mania. So we have Wagner, Gordeau, and Londrekia fielded from Belgium. And for Team Russia, we have Okay, let me find it real quickly. So it's going to be Odat Apple's mate, the captain, the Tsurugi, Utka, and Erbuldi. So strong lineups on both sides. It's going to be Erbuldi starting off for Team Russia as the blind pick, and Gigini starting off for Team Belgium, which is very interesting because it's, I think it's one matchup which is dead set. I think there's no really there's no different opinions. It's like Wagner destroys Phonon. That's basically it. It's one of Phonon's worst matchups. So it's going to be interesting to start off. For me personally, as a Wagner player, I get destroyed by Phonon, but unfortunately, I'm not good.
I was gonna say, like, that might be skill issue, because I feel like even though Wagner loses, like, wait, Yuzu should be losing to Wagner, if I can believe Anya. I still, like, kinda tied to you, maybe a little bit less. Nah, you're just upplaying Yuzu.
I think, no, Wagner and Yuzu is a very interesting matchup. I feel Wagner can be really strong if she gets in, but Yuzu has answers to every option from Wagner. That's maybe the only thing. So probably even maybe slight Yuzu advantage because Wagner struggles a lot in the neutral. That's her biggest weakness, I feel. She does have dumb neutral speaks with 2-on-4C, but from full screen it's quite reactable, and Yuzu 4C, 4B actually kills it. She can also like choose whatever. But yeah, that's a question for another day because Erbuldi does not have a Yuzu as far as I know.
True. Well, maybe they can pull it out, but of course, had what's his name again? Waldstein on screen just now, but it will be Phonon after all. So still feels confident in this character. Question is, of course, will he make it seem even, or will it just be a bust out? We'll see.
Find out very, very shortly. GG also protagonist in the group stage. I think some fundamental wins in Belgium's road to first place. GG starting off very strong there. There's a throw and grid break. So Erbuldi have to be really careful. Oh, with the low catches and another one. GG caught off guard. Should be the grid break solved ending heavy. Oh, double jump from GG. They get a counter. Now confirm.
Ooh. Just busting out straight through and gets the grip break on the throw. So guessing a little bit, but what, the mash out on the assault? Just getting a catch here for free.
Again, the 236C has been doing so much work. GG now, ABN, they're straight into infinite work. With a bit overkill, but it's the first round. I like it. Go for the infinite work. Starting off with 0 bar in this game is, I don't want to say insignificant, but it's definitely not an issue. Wow, what a matchup though, Erbuldi.
Yeah, I feel like the meter gain is so high in this game. Like 0 meter, yes, it does put you at a disadvantage, but I think like winning the grid cycle is much more important than actual meter gain. Because it just inherently gives you so much meter anyway.
That's like, absolutely, again, another cycle for a GG block. Oh, risky green shield, the wake out is another throw, and now Erbuldi very scary, CDP on wake up, and finds a BT as well. GG caught, might have even not been expecting the run, the side swap from Erbuldi, taking us right around game 1. This is the first to 2 all throughout. So no first to 1 like the group stage, you have some time to adapt, and Erbuldi is doing just that.
Put him in the corner, let's see what you can do off of this. Of course, the stagger from Phonon is so dangerous, but does get the tech here and finds the plus frames. That's mean, okay. Goes for the IW. Close to a Celestial as well.
Beautiful block on the JACS. Shield. Oh, the 60 a little bit far away, but it probably hit. I saw Erbuldi not block standing. Cycle as well with Erbuldi still Can use that for a couple of back. That's the 2-way. Managing to throw. No conversion from Gigini, taking the life lead as well. Wins the cycle with this. The 2-way finds its mark. There is enough meter for Gigini to finish this, but drops the combo. A little bit of the FF picks up though, and Airboldy might make the comeback.
Almost on the red miss. Ooh, they canceled it just to be safe. Wow, actually grabbing that. That's ridiculous. Nah, Genie, I think your name is quite right for you. It's fitting.
What the hell? That must have been a wish from the Genie itself. If that was 6-6B and not increased 6-6B, that might have even beat the throw, but that was mental. What the hell? What the hell was that interaction? Phono looks airborne on that as well. Like, yeah, that was crazy.
I guess because it's like 6-6B, that it starts off grounded, and then as she jumps, she eventually gets air properties, but it's not like counted as a normal jump. That's my guess.
I have to imagine so. Probably why also the increase spotted there lost out to the throw. If it wasn't increase, it would have been airborne earlier. There's a throw this time for Airboldy, commanding life lead again. This time charge 6-6B, just straight up. Getting a perfect on the board. Good stuff for the phone on with a perfect as well. Definitely some good signs on the board again. 2-6C, another grid break, and it's now a little bit scarier for the phone on now to face off.
Yeah, it does put him in the corner, so at least gets the man pressure on that. Again, the IW just wants to get the damage down, and as this round is definitely not ending yet, it doesn't mean that he can get some more meter as well, getting the good break, yeah. I guess you're learning new tech, huh?
Let's call it that. Defensive, jumpsy, not really gonna connecting. Airboldy getting a throw, still on the install, but has a massive life deficit to come back from 6-6B increase. It is an overhead. You have to be careful. Last touch, both players now very short on HP. It's all for Seepits on the fireball, but no pickup. A little bit unfortunate. Seepilla from Airboldy takes the throw as well. The DP is going to whiff. Airboldy ties it up, 1 game apiece.
Oh, and I really like it. Both of the players are panicking a little bit, but it was phone on coming out on top. Airboldy showing immaculate player, adapting to the man. That makes it 1-1 in the first set, Rexu.
Yeah, very close situation. That was definitely a very rigged TP, by the way. So, especially the whiffing part, that was very mean. But, Airboldy now looking to take control of the situation. Keeping GGD in the corner. Has a cycle 6 FF. Oh my god, very scary. Low shield there. 6B as well from GGD, not scared. Nice switch round, but a little bit too early, I think, on the B drill. Still keeps the corner. Has the cycle. Goes low. Throws again, and just like that, life lead is not an issue anymore. Airboldy now finds a very good button, and this should be dead in front words. Guaranteed to kill, but probably spending 1 bar would be enough. Gee, what? Doesn't even need meter. Airboldy, optimal as well.
Maul, and there we go. Going with the range advantage that phone on has on round start. Gets a hit on Genie, putting him into the corner. Of course, it does mean that Airboldy is on set point right now. If he wins this round, he wins the entire game.
Out of it just yet. The veil off. Purple Gaming. The veil off. Already halfway burnt out. It cashes in the sword install plus frames. Good patience from Airboldy. Cashes out on that CS. Airboldy with a life, he catches the fireball. The 3D might have been a shield attempt. Getting crossed up. Airboldy though. Wow, big backdash from Genie with the cycle as well. Finds a JC, no confirmed. The force function, Airboldy though finds it. Get the kill. Body drops. And there were not any. Airboldy. It's game number 1 in the quote-unquote unwinnable matchup. I can downplay a little bit Wagner. But no, jokes apart. Really good stuff from Airboldy taking the first set.
Yeah, I guess Wagner's pretty good. I guess phone on. But phone on today was just a little bit better, right? So it does mean that Russia right now is up 1-0. And they only need one more set win to win... one more game win to win this entire set. And what happens then is the loser of this set gets to counter pick. But of course, we're getting a little bit ahead of ourselves. Well, with we, I meant me. Who would you right now send in, Rexu? Would you say like, okay, let's just send in the captain, presumably the best player for Belgium? Do you think they would send him in, or do you think they will wait to see if the second player can kill them? Because Russia has less of a pressure on them. Of course, they could say like, okay, we send our captain, he's probably strongest to finish this off, and let's get a quick 2-0. And, you know, that plan would get thwarted by Menace. But at the same time, like, if they can somehow get past Menace by sending in a maybe worse player, and then send in the stronger player, get a win through that, what would you do, Rex?
It's very interesting, I think, because the situation is quite delicate. Today, they say especially, we keep going back to it, but Team Italy in the first set, not sending in people, keeping him for the third game in the first set, which never arrived because Turkey was able to get strong 2-0 in the first set. And keeping your captain last, keeping your captain as an anchor can have good effects, but at the same time, it's taking away your best player in the equation. So it's not that easy of a choice, but it's better to go out in the third game than in the second game. So if you have to send in your best player second, then so be it. I don't think you want to have a set where you don't play your best card. So yeah, that's...
Oh, for some reason it says 1, 2... Oh wait, that's... Never mind. I need to just change that for myself. Okay. It does seem that they sent in their first warrior, but it's a lot of question marks, so I guess we just haven't unlocked the player's name yet. As long as Enkidu is on the screen, I don't think we'll know who exactly it is, because as far as I know, as far as I've seen, we don't have an Enkidu player on Team Belgium. But we'll see. Ooh,
but
Russian actually.
Is the Belgian pick is Eggplant Menace? I think they need to swap sides.
Yeah, they need to.
Yes, alright, so let us communicate. Oh man, they started!
They go in. Nah, it is Enkidu, apparently, and it should be Utka. Oh, they swap back sides anyway. I'm not gonna change the scoreboard, so it's gonna be a bit iffy.
The name mix up. Eggplant Menace though starts off strongly, getting the hit on Utka. Utka or the Enkidu? Not never seen Utka's Enkidu. Honestly, seen them on Surugi and Longrekia, but never seen the Enkidu. See what they can do here, but Eggplant Menace so far having a very good time. Oh, the backdash, but does not beat the multiple 5As. And the first drop, big call out on the PSM. Oh wow. EX SM as well gets the kill. Eggplant Menace, one round up.
I was actually looking in the team chats right now. I'm gonna leak a little bit, but apparently one of the players from Belgium isn't here yet, so Eggplant stepped up. So, like, at the same time, Eggplant, if you're gonna win this, don't do it too quickly.
Exactly. But listen, probably. Glide, assimilation, and then one last touch. Oh, a sip into CS, and this should be game one. Underbot available. There's no chance in hell to survive this. Turbulence! Grim Reaper. Not forgive. 1-0 for Eggplant Menace.
Well, this looked much faster than last game, so Lucas, you need to get there fast.
because he's a Mundreka player, so he can Rekka all the way to his setup.
True.
Or their setup, rather. Circle step all the way, speeding through. So, someone did type in chat, play slower. Lose the game, Eggplant. You're too good, suffering from success.
Yeah. Oh, he might actually be doing it. Okay, yeah, did get the hit, but Enkidu, nice block on the overhead, making sure that he can just block all of this. Maybe this is a bit of BM. Maybe he's just going to play a little bit defense right now. Look at the grid as well. That's a lot of meter.
And that's a lot of defense as well. Look at Eggplant just playing keep out. As well. Oh, what the glide as well, getting the hit. Alright, now Eggplant turning it up. And the entire. Oh no, the second Rusty nail loses out to the charge 3C. Block. Yeah, overhead, however.
He's going to play the poke game. Maybe we're seeing the very first zoner Gordo play here.
I mean, so far it's not really going very well for Eggplant Menace. Good throw, good block onto overhead and the low as well. Charge 6 FF, trying to press after it though. There was the Rekka from Enkidu. And Utka should be taking round 1. Not ever suspending, but if you have to, you have to. Don't be greedy. Meter will come back, but round loss will remain. Okay. Oh, what you see there, catching something from Utka. Dash FF into the Sim and cycle with Eggplant Menace now. Looking back as well, looking to slow things down. Wow, this 6 FF almost got Utka in Eggplant's face. Just parry mashing. Pickup as well was really good from Eggplant Menace to be able to get the kill. Army though drops it 2C. Backdashing all the way full screen. X parry. Eggplant Menace playing a little bit with his foe. 3D! Getting caught though. It's not good for the Gordo player. Throw. Dive kick. Oh my god, a mash up! No FF! Oh Jesus Christ. That's going to be really good damage now for Utka. Does not cash out. Still wants one last touch! But it's not going to have it. Eggplant Menace with a beautiful of punish with the portal slide. And it's set points for Eggplant with your 6C round start. The Enkidu Classic.
Oh, he be charging. Oh, and gets smacked right in the face. Dragon Ball Z moment. Enkidu on point. Let's see if this butt devourer can win his way out of the corner.
Take as well from Utka. Charge 6 FF. Picking up the pressure with throw from Eggplant Menace. The throw will really do him a lot of good. But so will Celestial be repaired. Yes. But available, the 6 FF, but the good cancel there from Eggplant Menace.
Yeah, this get a hit here. Let's see the claw to extension. Yeah, you just have to kind of block here. Enkidu. Does parry even hit him out of this? Oh, missing it completely. Eggplant Menace could have finished it off here. Decided to not go for it. Now going for the zoner gameplay once again.
Oh, nice whiffs. So recovers in time. Do not die by Eggplant's hand. As Eggplant Menace looking to finish this off. Utka looking for the dash block minigame, but will not have it. Mortal Slide again gets the kill. I imagine, like, the Mortal Slide was praised as Eggplant heard the news that Lucas might have gotten home. I hope so, but so far, no news yet. But yeah, Eggplant takes the win, so will take us to a third set, hopefully. Because the Mania gets home, because...
Otherwise, the Belgium needs to forfeit that, so... if he's not home in time. Which would be not fun to have, but of course, it is one of the rules that we set. You pick 3 players, you send in, you cannot change them mid-set.
Yeah, that'll be fair. Because we even communicated to the other team so that they can quote-unquote counter-pick on those terms. So of course there's no counter picking in this stage, but as Nick mentioned briefly as well in the start, the loser of the first set will have counter picking available for every single match in the second set. So it is if, like, for example, it is. Alright, so it might be a minute, so we can wait a little bit. So if, for example, Russia wins this first set, Russia will have to communicate their player pick every single time. The first, the second, and eventually at the third time, they have to communicate it first. And Belgium can send in a player according to whoever they want their player to face off against Russia. So it gives a big advantage to the losing team essentially, but the team who won the first set might get an advantage back in the third set eventually. So it feels balanced just by that. But so far we've had only 2-0s, I believe. So the counter picking not really.
It was a 2-1 in the first game. That one was quite quite close. The Phonon against Wagner.
No, I meant in terms of like cycle clashes and like the nation battles. We've had only 2-0s, I believe.
Yeah, true.
Yes.
Just Turkey won 2-0. France did the same thing in UK as well. So it's going to be a question if Russia will, or Belgium will 2-0 here as well. Of course, if Russia, or if Lucas doesn't get here on time, we give him like 5 minutes, and there's already team 2 minutes up of those. Belgium then cannot 2-0 anymore because they will lose a set to Russia.
Sure. But they can still win.
Of course, but it wouldn't be a 2-0. So, I mean, it would be boring if it's just all 2-0s, right?
Yeah,
you need some 2-1s. I think like this would be like a case of like an early top 8 where maybe some nations clearly outclass the rest, and maybe we're kind of seeing that. Maybe Sweden, France could have been much closer, but we'll never know. But yeah, I think like as we near the grand finals, we head into the semis, we should be getting way more closer games. We're just not quite there yet. Next round though, next round is semis, so we get 2 matchups. France against UK should be a lot of fun. Turkey against either Belgium or Russia. I think, that's me personally, either Belgium or Russia could take it over Turkey. I think regardless of who wins today, we'll get a very close set against Turkey. And I don't know if Turkey would win or if either of these two would.
I think it's probably the most balanced set. Like definitely the most balanced side. UK and France feels. I don't know, because as I've said like in previous weeks, I do feel that France might have the best player in the competition with Nefros, but we did say, for example, Kane take him to final round in the Hard Edge Monthly a couple of weeks ago. So we do know Kane can contend with, and we have an incredible lineup of talents in Team UK. Apart from Kane, there's Kim Precision and there's Deviance as well. So it's 5 stars pretty much.
There's Kim Precision with an asterisk. Depends on his connection.
True. Very true. But yeah, like I think on paper, UK might have the strongest collection of a team, but France has the strongest player. So I do feel that France against the UK will be the set to watch in the semis. Although I do feel that Turkey against the winner of this one today's will be very, very close as well. So, really, really interesting.
Alright, I've been counting. The 5 minutes are up. So, Belgium will be forfeiting this game. And it means they also lose this first set against Russia. So, 1-0 as of now for Russia. So, it means that we immediately head into set number 2. in which Russia has to send their first player in, and then Belgium gets to counter pick. And it can go for all the 3 of the games, and it just depends, you know, if we get a 2-0 this set, then of course we don't play the third, but it could just go all the way, you know. And if Russia still defies the odds here and wins, then they just win the entire match.
Sure, but I think the odds now are in favor of Russia. Like, it is Belgium who has to defeat the odds. Started off with an unfortunate deficit because of one of their players not picking it on time. So it's at least they will have a slight advantage now.
Indeed. And it does mean that, yeah. So, Manus, I know you're in the chat. You get to counter pick now. So Russia has to send in their first player. We use the Belgium versus Russia channel on the Discord to make sure that, you know, you can just see what the opposing captain is going to communicate, who they are going to send in, and then you can just go for a counter pick there, and we'll just set up the match. You can instantly join the lobby. Make sure Belgium on the left, Russia on the right, because of seeding. And you can just straight head into game. Oh. We start with the captain from Russia. He's already said that he's hungry for blood. That's Apple's mate is going to make his appearance.
Yep. So, probably the Tsurugi will be entering the fray. So, Apple's also sent, before we knew that Lucas Demania was not going to make it, Odette Apple's mate sent in a message saying, I want blood. So they are definitely really looking to get some games under their belt. So I kinda thought that they would send themselves in early, but not the first pick of the stage. So damn, that's definitely a strong player to start off with.
I shouldn't. I'm not gonna leak the Belgium chat right now, but it's funny. Yeah, I had to be there. All right. So the Tsurugi, all white clothing, not the Russian colors, but at least, you know, you got one of the 3. But who will be he be up against? would you send someone in as a sacrificial lamb, or would you send in the captain to face off against him?
So since this is a counter pick phase, every single player can be counter picked. I think if there's a player that, you know, your team can't handle really well and you're not confident yourself, I do feel that you can sacrifice people. Yeah. I mean, there's still the chance of an upset, so it is not literally losing, but it is sacrificing someone, as you said. Like,
I think they're doing exactly that, by the way.
It's a really good strat. I mean, if you have to sacrifice someone by playing Phonon, I mean, not Phonon, Eltnum.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not sacrificing at all. Eltnum is busted.
True.
Busted, I tell you.
I mean, Eltnum won Evo last year.
True. At our tour.
As well, yeah. Wait, did she win Evo? I'm pretty sure she won Evo, right?
Yes, Senaro won Evo, and Senaro won Hardcore Tour Finals!
Ah, he's too good. He's too good. Alright, getting too good. Again, slapped against the knees, getting broken down with the DP, of course, catching the air movement. The assault was not blocked. So that's Apple Mate's going to fish it out of a barrel of water. Oh no.
Oh no! Yeah, this is under the burst function. Apple's Mate finds a really good combo. Has a Vorpal as well. One grab, one last touch, ABM there. Good shield on the overhead attempt though, and let it get some damage in. I hope I'm saying the name well as well, because it's not a very
well,
straightforward name to pronounce, I feel.
Maybe
Apple's
we don't have to name it indeed. We just DP out, get rid of that name completely. Oh, going for the low as Tsurugi went for a jump in. See if Ledin can get a hit in. There we go, getting the low. Tsurugi not blocking that.
stuff on the cycle though, a little bit unfortunate there. For the Elknum, 660 trades at the DP. Not sure if it was a DP, however.
Probably like just the anti-air one.
Yeah. Oh, for the surfboard, but still finds it overhead. Apples, a big life advantage at the end there.
Get him. Oh, that was the wrong choice. It was about to land. It means that he is safe on landing. So the DP does nothing but put you in trouble. Apples gets his first victory here.
Yep. Very good start for Team Russia carrying on the momentum. Of course, the last set in the first round was a win for Team Belgium, but Russia eventually taking up the point because of the forfeit. So
yo, looking like my Saber gameplay, just going for the charge J. I'm gonna assume that's not JC because the range was not that big, but it might be.
Oh wow, from sides.
Oh,
I smash out for the DP though. No, yes, it was a shield. Oh my god, we are definitely gaming at the moment, and you are dead. Holy crap.
Yeah, Leditten just not feeling very confident in this matchup at all. Does not really know what to do here. Getting hit there as well. Yes, you can aim the gun, but if you can't fire the bullets, you're gonna get hit, slapped by a shield.
I like how Utka saying new tank drop after the whiff DP into CS. Oh my god. Leditten though fighting an assault finally. Alright. Has the cycle as well, full screen carry. The life lead is not as bad anymore. Good catch as well from Leditten with that low, keeping the cycle for another chance. Oh my god.
And he'll just keep doing that as well. That was a very fast one. I believe that's just the anti-air one, but walking straight into it, not going for any hit against it. Getting the grab here. I like it. Overhead. Leditten getting around on that Apple's mate.
A really good round as well. Was in a life deficit. Oh, and the EX hollow point. With a good hit on round start. The 2C catching the back. That's not enough, and the interrupter. Maybe Leditten not going for the 2-2-way. I believe that it's not interruptible unless you shield it, and I'm pretty sure Apples did not shield that.
Yeah, very unfortunate, but going for the assault. No dive kick to punish the Tsurugi just walking forward, but in the IW here, it does mean Leditten getting pushed back into the corner. No tech on that throw. Is that going to be enough damage? No meter on deck. Can he get the meter? No, but he gets the reset overhead. And that means that Apples is 2-0 against Leditten. It means that Russia gets the first victory on board the set number 2. At the same time, it does mean they only need one more to be victorious over Belgium. But will they get there? That's the question.
Now it's going to be a lot of pressure on Team Belgium. So, of course, sending in a sacrificial pick to a player you don't know how to deal with makes sense, but at the same time, if you threw your first game, it's going to be very rough now because there's so much pressure on Team Belgium. So it's going to be now Team Russia sending in their first pick again.
Yeah, again, Belgium does have the upper hand because they can still kind of pick, and they only have 2 players left. There should be Genie and Eggplant Menace. 2, of course, 2 of the players that basically won most of the games against France. I believe that Genie didn't even drop a single game against France. And did Eggplant?
I think that was Lucas actually. I think Lucas and Eggplant did not drop a single game. I will check. Because I have my
Oh, you have your doc?
handy spreadsheet.
Okay. Oh,
Yes.
you have a spreadsheet. That's crazy.
So no, Genie lost the very first set.
Oh, he did?
Okay. Of Cycle Clash, and then Eggplant beat Kumoko and Lucas beat Hirashino. Let's check more from Belgium. Lucas and Eggplant winning in the second set as well, and 3-0 in the game against Poland. So yeah, Eggplant man is undefeated.
Your voice is dropping out on Discord sometimes. I think your noise gate is messing with when you talk really high.
I I think Discord is kind of like shitting the bed at the moment because I see the connection switching, and I think some messages were having a lot of time to be sent earlier. So
oh, that's just you. That's
yeah.
That's no problems on my end. That's probably you. But
Fine on my end.
okay. All right. So as Russia is sending in Utka, we will be finding out pretty soon who Belgium is going to send against that. Of course, if you know Utka, who are you going to send in against him? Rex.
Their choices are Wagner and Enkidu. But I think more importantly than this is the last pick, which is Erboldi. We have not received substitutions for Team Russia, so I do believe that will be the. Erboldi has a victory over Gigini. That's something that will keep you concerned. So it's tough. It's very rough. In fact,
would you send in Genie now then? Or still
I think so. I think I would send Gigini now. Utka's a very strong player, however. So
Belgium has chosen the exact same thing. They will be sending in Genie to face off against Utka on the Enkidu. How do you favor this matchup? I feel like it would be a little bit more difficult for Wagner.
I think actually it's on paper. I think it's Wagner advantaged. I think it's Wagner advantage because of how strong her strike throw is, but Enkidu with his parries can make her life hell.
Yeah, I was specifically looking for the parries and how it could just affect the matchup against Wagner. Like, I'm a Yuzu player. I know my 4B works sometimes. I cannot imagine how much better Enkidu's parry works. Getting grabbed though. And the assault.
Not get the follow up. Uh-oh, backdash in the corner from Utka taking the very first round. Oh no, the fem. That's not going to be nice.
You can just talk. You can just tell me next time.
I did say JC.
In mod chat, just tell me.
See, Eggplant is also saying change the scene. Wait. Oh no, this is not looking nice. Okay, good to wait though. GG, still in this. Nice underpart to spend, doesn't go for the infinite word just yet. JC trades on the pickup from Utka is good. Game 1 for the Enkidu. And it's just one more. It's just one more for Russia. Have to lock in. Wagner. You cannot lose the bottom one Enkidu.
Doesn't look that bottom one right now. Not in the hands of Utka. Let's see if this D4 player can take down the A4 genius. Wagner does get the first hit here. Let's see what he can do. Creeping Ash being chased down. For some reason, he could block all of it though. Ooh, whiffing completely. We're getting the final hit again.
As well, Gigini. Got a little bit faster. Charge 6FF, good patience, but the low works out for Utka. In the life lead, Vorpal under part available. Spending half. All of it! Infinite words. Flag throw gaming.
Yo, he rolled in. Rolling in the DM straight up, getting grabbed. No DMs allowed. Okay, one more touch. Should be taking it, and there it is! Round 1 in game 2. Enkidu, Utka on set point. Getting slapped in the face immediately.
Patty, the 6FF, the back is just chased down as well. Not looking good for GG, to pick it for the throw, but not a big punish. Again, the 2B whiffs. Uh-oh, Utka, one last chance, has cycle.
Not like this. Okay, good counter hit. Gets a start. Genie, you need to pop the hell off right now, IW, to get as much damage on board as he can. Make sure that HP gap closes. Ooh, a little bit too early with the grab, I believe. Ooh, whiffing the last hit. One more hit, touch. Oh, the trade will do it for Utka. And he brings Russia to set 2 victory. And that means Russia is today's winner, taking down Belgium. And they will be facing off against Turkey in the upcoming match.
Alright. Damn. I did not expect such a fast turnaround from Team Russia.
Alright, let's see it. Let's see it anyway. Oh.
Hey, game 3.
Yeah, apparently game 3 is happening. Yeah, let's go back in here. Alright, so with that, of course, it's all set and done. I will show the bracket. I will update it right now as I'll let Rexu yap a little bit.
I do best. But yeah. So we have our semi-final set. So we have France and the UK going up against each other, and Turkey and Russia. So this will basically end up as against East Asia, or not Asia, but very, very East Europe. So West Europe against East Europe, actually. So we will determine the best region, maybe, in Europe. But I do feel that Russia was very dominant in this one. On paper, it was really close, but turns out wasn't really going to be close. Of course, a huge part of this was Lucas missing the first set, so unfortunately had to be replaced. One of the strongest players in the team, second best probably after Ekband Benes. So it's a little bit unfortunate, especially when one of the losses is by forfeit, when Belgium were very much still in the first set. But it is what it is, unfortunately. This is our last 4 teams facing off against each other. And of course we'll have only one winner. We do have a match arena which you can contribute to by... I will just get the link very quickly. If you have some spare change lying around, if you want to reward these players, feel free to add to the prize pot. It's currently standing at 150. Shoutouts to Simon M and Pfizer for the contributions. Of course, it's 4-1 for now. It's going to be just split between the winning team, 5 members of the team, but if we get more, if we get like 500 euros, we might get a top 2 split.
That would be ridiculous.
That would be ridiculous.
I would really like it because top 2 split is more rewarding, I feel like, for more people. So I'm always a fan of that. But, you know, as long as we don't get there, it's just going to be like the winner takes all.
Yeah.
Which is also fine. Of course, if you have some spare change, please donate to the players. They sacrifice a lot of time to work, like to play in this event as well, and just give you banger matches, right? And I do believe, actually, as we're yapping about the upcoming matches, there is another team battle on underneath right now. I don't know if they're still streaming. Let me check real quick. Yes, they are. They are.
Oh, it's still halfway through because 20v20 is still 11v11.
Yeah, exactly. So let's rate them quickly so we don't miss any matches. 0 fundies. We don't want to miss any matches. All right. Thank you so much for watching. We'll be sharing the times and the dates real soon on when the semifinals are going to happen. It's probably not going to happen in this month. We are aiming for the beginning of July, but of course you can follow Rexu on Twitter. You can follow me on Twitter as well. We're just updating with all the Psycho Clash news every single time that we have something to share. And hopefully that's soon. But until then, peace out. And we'll see you in the semifinals next time.